Hey everybody, welcome back. So I'm using the tiny mic I have because my air conditioner is running, and if I don't use the mic, then you're gonna hear that awful humming in the background the whole time, and I'm just not interested in dealing with that. So yeah, we're using the mic today. So today's video is going to be an updated self-tan favorites. I can't remember when I made the first self-tan. I want to say it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Like, I don't remember the last time I talked about that. Um, maybe more recent than that. Last year? I don't know. But I haven't updated favorites, so we're just going to go through everything. Honestly, as far as moisturizing my body, I love these, especially together. The Palmer's coconut oil formula with vitamin E. These are from a newer line of products. They have these ones, the Brazilian cocoa cream, Brazilian cocoa body oil. They have the Brazilian cocoa and the Tahitian vanilla. Everybody swears by the vanilla one. Everyone's obsessed with the vanilla one. I prefer the Brazilian cocoa cream. I'll be honest. I smelled the Tahitian vanilla and it was giving like vanilla candle from like Five Below. Like it wasn't giving what I needed it to give as far as like just a very like long lasting sexy smell. Like I just didn't find the Tahitian vanilla to smell as good as the Brazilian cocoa. Like this just smells magical. You know, obviously coconut, a little bit of shea butter. Like it smells very, I can't even think of the right adjective. I don't know, but between the vanilla and the cocoa, I chose the cocoa. So first there's the body oil, which just feels incredible. Shout out to Palmer's. Um, so what I'll do the day before I self tan, obviously you shower, you shave everything. And afterwards, I will apply the body oil first, give that a couple minutes to really just soak in. And then I'll go over it with the whipped body cream. And like I said, these just smell so fucking good. Whoops. Yeah, that if you know the Palmer's cocoa butter smell, it's like you know what's up. Like it's just such a good smell. So I'll lather my body in that stuff overnight. And then the next day, before I apply the self tan, I'll just take another shower just to like rinse everything off. Really make sure you scrub the shit out of your kneecaps and elbows, like really just exfoliate. Um, as far as what I'm using for self tan this year, because previously I was using Bondi Sands. I love Bondi Sands. I think it looks really beautiful. It's fast. It dries fast. Um, it's a good one. I do stand on that. However, this year I tried Coco and Eve. I have the Bali bronzing foam and the bronzing face drops, both in the shade medium because I'm pale and I'm scared to go darker than medium right now. So the tan I have right now is after 2 showers. So I'm not as dark as I could be. You can kind of see here the difference. See how I'm like a shade darker? It's easier on this hand, I think. Yeah, because you can see where it like kind of stops. But this is after multiple showers. So this is not the peak of what the tan looks like, but it does kind of, the fact that I'm still darker, like you can especially see it on my legs, like so much darker. Um, as far as like having a beautiful natural looking tan that fades slowly, but not patchy. Coco and Eve is absolutely that bitch. I understand why this brand is so hyped. It is the most natural tan I've ever seen come from a fake tanner. Um, there are some downsides, I will say. Um, it You're sticky for a while after you apply. Bondi Sands dries really quickly. Coco and Eve does not. Coco and Eve takes a while to dry down on your body. And the directions on the bottle specifically say allowed to develop for a minimum of 2 hours or overnight for a deeper tan. I don't know what round of testing they did that they thought that this would develop in 2 hours. My tan did not fully develop to like a darker color until like 6 or 7 hours in. The average for like across the board for fake tan is like 6 hours. Like that's really when it like, you know, the color really pops, is kind of around like 6 hours. And especially Coco and Eve. Coco and Eve takes a while to develop. I wasn't happy with the color of the tan right away. Like once it hit the 3 hour mark, I was like, I don't see a fucking thing. What's going on here? It's not very dark. You have to let Coco and Eve really cook for a while. I ended up sleeping in my tan. So I was in my guide color, like just cooking for about over 12 hours. Because like I said, I put it on during the day and I slept in it. But I put it on in the morning. So yeah, like longer than 12 hours I had my tan on, which is probably why it's fading so well. So if you are going to use Coco and Eve, just be patient because the color is really natural and really beautiful, but it takes a while. It takes a while to dry when you first put it on. So it's going to be one of those like standing naked in front of a fan for 10 minutes type situations. I'm not kidding. You're really, really sticky for like a while. You just got to be patient. And then for the actual development time, I recommend more than 6 hours. I really do. Um, Even like as you put it on when like your skin is wet, it's not that dark. Bondi Sands, you can like see where you put it on because the foam is darker. This foam is like a weird, like it almost like it looks like it disappears. It's not very dark. Like coming out of the bottle, it's a normal self-tan color. But yeah, as far as the actual application, it's very light. You know, it takes its time to develop. I think that's why it looks so natural. And plus the ingredients are supposedly more natural in these. But it just cracks me up because it says non-sticky formula. That's a lie. No streaks, which is true. No bad smells. That's a lie. And no stress, which actually, yeah, kind of, because this just looks so fucking pretty. Um, the bronzing drops are kind of the same story. You really have to just let it sit. My recommendation for not my recommendation, sorry, what I've been doing, as you guys know from other videos, I've been using this Anua barrier cream. Because of this formula being the certain consistency that it is, it makes this very natural looking. I actually recommend doing these together just because I've never had my face tan be so, like I said, not right now because it's not at peak like it was, but it's so natural looking. It is a natural tan. Not to like repeat myself, but yeah, no, this is beautiful. I mix it with this. I do about 3 drops. I'm scared to do more than that, to be honest, just because it's my first year using Coco and Eve. It's kind of the first couple times I've used it. I just find that 3 works good. It matches the light medium, or not light. It matches the medium tone of my body when I do about 3 drops of this into like a quarter size of this, honestly. So, and I'll do that for my face and my neck. With the foam, I stop about here, and then I do from here up with the bronzing drops, just in case I fuck up and I need to, like, I don't know. I don't bring the foam up my neck because, you know, I have like lines and stuff on my neck that the fake tan can like get stuck in. I'm 32. What do you want? So yeah, my neck just has like some creases and stuff that I don't like the foam to like settle into. So I do the foam to about where my necklace is, and then from here up is bronzing drops. And it works well, honestly. It does. Um, Last thing for this self-tan favorites is, you know her, you love her, the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I use this on my face and my chest and my shoulders. It is just so perfect over a fake tan. It makes you glow. It makes you beautiful. Well, not that you would be beautiful without the glow. You get what I'm saying. It makes you pop. How's that? It makes the tan pop. It makes your face glow. It's just like the perfect makeup product for summer, for sure. So yeah, that is my updated tanning routine. I will say, like I said, it's been like 2 or 3 days since I put the Coco and Eve on. And, you know, it's not as dark as it was, obviously. It's been 3 days and multiple showers, but like I'm still glowy. I still have a color to me. And like I said, looking at my body, like I put on some of this earlier just to like moisturize myself, and the tan is not patchy as it's like fading away. It's not patchy. And I'm so excited about that because even with Bondi Sands, which I still really love, um, as it comes off, it's patchy. So the upkeep to it, you know, a lot of self tanners, you just have to have maintenance. But so far, this Coco and Eve, like, she's beautiful. She's natural. She's gorgeous. She's easy. You just need to be patient, as I said. It doesn't. It definitely develops slower than most tans I've used. So as long as you're patient, the results are worth it. That's all I can say. Um, so yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.